noise. All right, right out of the get-go, I'm going to give you guys the takeaways today. The first takeaway is it's all about you. Communication and speed wins. Elevating your team and those around you and pushing volume. Right now is the time for volume. Who am I? Why am I up here? Well, my name is Robert Drenk. I'm the owner of Optimum First Mortgage, and I started my company in 2008. People told me I was crazy. I sold an RV dealership, and I moved it into the mortgage business. And the reason I did that is because I wanted more reach. I wanted more opportunity, and I wanted more success. So in doing so, I started this little tiny mortgage company with 5 people, and I thought, I'm going to get licensed in a ton of states, and I'm going to get that reach. Who were the most successful, most wealthy people in America? And at the time, I thought musicians, actors, some of these people that own social media companies that have massive reach. They're not making a ton of money off of one person. They're making a little bit of money off of thousands and millions of people. So I grew my business. I started in this little tiny office right here. Little 5,000 square foot, packing this thing like sardines. 60, 70 LOs and 5,000 square feet, spent $10,000 a month, and we were just an online lead machine. That's all we did. Refinances, no purchases. We stuck to the bread and butter and we just refied. That's all we did. All the way through 2021, 2022. Obviously, COVID hit. We took the rates from the 7s when I got in the business all the way down to 2.5. And we did a fantastic job with that, made a ton of money. But COVID hit. And when COVID hit, it killed everything. You guys all felt that, right? Everybody felt that slowdown. It was tough. Like, what do? Half of you, probably like me, moved and started doing solar. So we started doing this solar thing, quickly realized, oh, heck no, solar is not it. That's not the game. But I was just trying to keep my people fed, right? I had all these loan officers that worked hard, that were family to me, and I didn't know what to do. It was a struggle. It was like, what do we do to keep my team right here in the front? Thanks, guys. Fed and kept them alive. So we tried the solar thing, definitely did not work out. And I thought to myself, what do we do next? What is this? What do Americans want? Americans want to buy homes. That's the dream. You want to buy a home and you want to gain equity and you want to raise a family. So I thought, okay, we got to get in the purchase business. That's where it's at. And we got to do a better job than all of these retail lenders out here that don't know what they're doing. So we transitioned, we pivoted, and we went hard into the purchase business. The first thing I thought is I got to build. I've got to have more room. I've got to do a better job of building a team so that we can provide better service, better speed, and better pricing. So I took a massive risk in 2022, and I moved to this building. 20,000 square feet, $60,000 a month when the market was dead. And we went all in. We started training on purchases. We started reaching out to real estate agents. We were doing everything we could to adapt to the times that were in front of us. In 2023, we made that transition into the purchase. I started hiring and training people and dealing with real estate agents. But keep in mind, we are still an online lead company. We're kind of the backstop for all of you guys. We want to keep the broker channel winning. So when the retail customers are sick of getting crappy service and they go online to try and find somebody that'll communicate with them and give them a better deal, they find us. And that's our model. So in 2023, our volume went from really nothing. In COVID, I think we did like 13 loans one month at post-COVID. We stepped all the way up in 2023 to 1,500 loans for $750 million our first year moving to purchases. 2024, we doubled it. Right here with this team at UWM, all in at UWM, we did 3,000 loans for $1.56 billion. And this is everybody in one location. We don't have net branches and people working from homes. Everybody's in one office. 2025, we did 4,600 loans for $2.56 billion. And in 2026, we're already over 2,000 loans for $1 billion, putting us on track for almost 7,000 loans and $4 billion in volume this year. Started with 5, and we're approaching 200 employees at this point. What I've realized from all of this is that it starts with you. It starts with you and your energy and the care and concern that you put into those around you. It's all about how you wake up each day. It's about how you start the day the night before. Did you go out and party and get drunk and think you were going to have the best day the next day? Or did you get to sleep early? Did you make sure you rested well? Did you eat good the night before? Did you prepare for the next day so that you can elevate those people around you? That's what I try to do every morning. So I go to sleep early, I eat a good healthy meal the night before, and I wake up at 5:30 in the morning every single day. I try to challenge my team by setting the example and being there for them. So I'm up at 5:30, I go downstairs to my little computer, and I start setting up pricing, and I turn the leads on, and I try to beat them, my loan officers. Now I've got a couple of the new guys down here that they love to challenge me, so they're getting up at 4:50 in the morning, and they're like, hey, you got any leads? I'm like, suckers. All right, I appreciate you guys doing that. It keeps me on my toes. The second thing I do is I go straight to my gym. That's my passion place. It gives me clarity. So I wake up, I go right into the gym, and I push the limits, and I set the tone for the day. I'm ready. Now I get to work, I walk around, and I set the tone at the office. Now, some of my guys, I got Russ down here, he likes to come in and set the tone. Every single day, he walks right up to me, high fives me, tries to beat me to the punch. Now we're high fiving each other. So that's the goal, is just elevate your team around you and set the tone. I'm gonna make a couple of references today about being a pilot. I'm a pilot. And beginning of COVID, I got my PPL, my private pilot's license. Today, I like to fly a little bit bigger of a plane, and I got my jet type rating. I have 2 jet type ratings. The reason I bring that up is because every pilot, if you know a pilot, you've got a chair fly. Has anybody heard that phrase before, chair fly? Oh, we got some pilots in here, all right. You got a chair fly. So what that means is you got to think ahead. You got to set up ahead. When I'm driving to my airplane and I'm getting ready, I'm already thinking, when I get there and I'm looking, do I have air pressure in the tires? Did somebody hit my airplane? Is it good? Is it safe to fly? Then I get inside the airplane and I'm thinking, okay, as I take off down the runway, I'm gonna make sure that if something happens on takeoff, I put the airplane right back down on the runway before it's too late. Or if I'm out of runway, I'm gonna look straight ahead and land that airplane in the safest position possible. That's called chair flying. You kind of think ahead. So that's what I do every single day when I'm in the gym. I'm setting the tone for the day, I'm setting my goals, and I'm just kind of preparing for it. Okay, you're not retail. Retail is not us. Our advantage is we're independent, we're entrepreneurs, and we get to do what we want when we want, and that's how we win, right? 9 to 5, that's retail. Retail wakes up at 8 in the morning, they drive to Starbucks, and they get their little mocha lattes or whatever it is, and they show up to the office, and they respond to their emails from all the stuff that they had over the weekend that they didn't respond to. That's not us, right? We're up in the morning, we're rocking. There's nothing that was delayed from the weekend. We took care of business over the weekend. That's what brokers do. Our superpower is that we work 24/7. Retail does not do that. Retail is trying to replace all of you with AI. They want to get rid of the loan officer. I don't believe in that. I believe that we use AI as a tool, and you are unreplaceable. It's you that makes the difference. And we have to let the consumer know exactly that. For us, again, we're an online lender, so we don't really have that ability that a lot of you do, where you make that face-to-face contact, you build that relationship. So we start off with something like this, a little contact card in your Apple phone. It's kind of nice. I suggest you go to your phone, you put a personal picture up. For me, I'm a pilot again, so I like to reference that and build some rapport with our clients. For you, maybe it's pickleball, maybe it's tennis photo, maybe it's golf, a personal picture of you and your kids. Give yourself the ability to separate you from retail. The reason I bring this up is there's 72% of the business out there for us to go take. Well, how are we gonna take it? We gotta separate ourselves from the competition. You'll notice that these links that are in my phone up here, they set the tone for 24/7 communication. I respond very fast. And the reason I do is because that separates, that's a differentiator for me. You see that first thing up there says sat phone. You can reach me. Go ahead, take a snapshot. I'll respond, go ahead. Kidding. But that's my sat phone. If I'm flying, you can reach me. I also have links in there, and it's links to our Google reviews, our Better Business Bureau, my website, my on-time close guarantee, so that when I send my contact out to every single agent, they know that they're going to be able to reach me. I can have them click on a link right from my phone on speakerphone and show them that, hey, reviews matter to us. The ball is in your court. When you do business with my company, you're going to hold me accountable, because if we don't do a good job, I expect a bad review up there. I can tell you we have over 8,000 reviews, and I've got 13 bad ones, because we hold ourselves accountable. I hold my sales staff accountable, and my sales staff holds me accountable. And they're all held accountable by these agents and these customers. Speed and communication wins. And the speed in which you communicate is how we dominate. That is the difference. We got to respond fast. Seconds. If Matt Ishbia, the owner of the Phoenix Suns and the owner of this company, can respond to text messages to all of us in minutes, we can do it in seconds. We got to be faster. Another tool with AI, that's going to help you guys be more efficient. If you're using AI to communicate and set appointments and send out milestones and updates, that should free up some time for you guys to be able to respond as a human, make that human-to-human contact. That's a massive advantage against retail. And it's any time of the day. These LOs down here in the front, they respond at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, Sunday at a baseball game with their kids. That's what makes the difference. Another big thing that we need to be doing for these agents on these purchase loans is elevating them and helping them win. And how we do that is by helping them set the tone from the beginning of winning the purchases up front. Help them with the speed of UWM, the best shop in the country that's here to provide for us speed. So what we need to do is use their speed to give that advantage to our agents. And how we do that is we help them lift contingencies faster. We get the loans underwritten. We build a relationship with the appraisal management companies to be faster on appraisals. Let's help them win beating cash deals. Let's lift the loan contingencies in 7 days. Let's get the appraisal back in 5-7 days. Heck, I'll be honest, I've done a loan in 24 hours. 24 hours. I called the appraisal management company. They did the appraisal the same day, sent it in, got it underwritten, got it fully approved, and basically was CTC in 24 hours. That's how we win. And that agent was an agent in Washington that we kind of jammed the purchase down her throat because her customer came to us from Bankrate 15 days into escrow, and she said, he's absolutely not using you guys. She didn't trust us, and I don't blame her. Why would a real estate agent want to move their business from a person they have a relationship with to somebody they don't and risk 3 to 6 months worth of work? Nobody would want to do that, especially with an online lender they don't know. The agents, they want to close on time. That's all they care about. Anybody in here know an agent that doesn't care about closing on time? Everybody wants to close on time. They put 3 months, 6 months, a ton of work in to get this purchase done so that they get paid. Heck, they get paid a lot more money than we do, right? They're making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on these, but they deserve them. And it's our job to make sure they get paid on time. It's our job to help them win, and it's our job to help our team win. Their reputation's on the line, and so is ours. So let's help elevate these real estate agents so that they win and they look good, and then they come back to us with more business. I'll tell you, it's been really difficult being an online lender and building that relationship that you guys have and the ability that you have with these agents. It's a complete different ballgame when you don't meet somebody face to face. So we've created these tools that have helped us over the years. And you guys heard the numbers that we did. We started with 13 loans, and then we did 750 loans and 1,300 loans and 2,500 loans. And now we're going to do 7,000 loans. I'm here to share with you the tools that helped us gain the confidence of the real estate agents so that they come back to you. The first tool that I'd like to share, now I can't put this up on the screen because it's got personal, non-personal, or personal information on it, so I can't share it. But one thing that we've developed is taking the purchase contract, sliding it into AI, and it sends an email to the sales manager and myself with all of the information. Now, initially, when we first started this, Russ and my managers down here, they had to type all of this out, and they hated me. They did not like me because they're typing out everything. Date, close of escrows, agent's name, agent's phone number. They had to look up the picture, attach the picture to it. It was a nightmare. But now we're using AI. With a click of a button, we slide the purchase contract in, it pulls the photos, and it emails us every detail of the purchase so that my sales managers can call the agent before we lock the loan and win them over. Because originally we were locking the loans, the agents would sell the customer off of us, take our deal and try to get their guy to match it, and we would never hear back from them. So these tools really gave us the confidence to win and keep those customers with us mid-escrow instead of losing them. So when we get that through, we get that purchase contract, all the information, we send out a text. It's a one button, you click it, and it shoots out a text to the real estate agent. Or actually, I'm sorry, we build this little app that puts their contact in our phone first. And that contact goes in, and notice how it says, Jenny Smith, agent of Mike, Michigan, close of escrows this date. The reason I put that in there is so that, look, we're human. Everybody makes mistakes. Little things happen. If the agent were to call me, I want to answer the phone and say, hey, Jenny, it's Robert Drenk, owner of Optimum First Mortgage. I know you're calling about Mike Baker on the Michigan purchase that's supposed to close in 3 days. What do you think she does? She just calms down, puts her nerves down. She's like, holy cow, this guy actually cares. He remembers. I didn't remember. I just made sure I had an app that gave me the tools I needed to win. So I can share this tool with all of you guys as well, but that's what it does. It creates a contact in your phone so that you have it. The second tool is a switch form. We use this form when we get our customers that come to us online from a retail lender that they're not happy with, that they're not getting communication from, that they're not answering on weekends, and they're not giving them the best deal. The customer goes to bankrate.com or realtor.com or whatever it is, and they find us. Before we lock them, we send this form out. Now, I've got this as a part of a QR for all of you, and I'm sharing these tools with you that are winning for me because I want brokers to win. I'm not trying to take your business. I'm trying to take retail's business. Retail makes up 72% of the opportunity that's set in front of us. We got to go get it. We got to take it from these guys. It's our turn as brokers to win, and this is how we're going to win. So we send this out to every customer and every real estate agent before we lock their loans. They used to run away from us, and we never heard from them at disclosure time. Now we're keeping them. So you'll notice on here, that's Alyssa. That's my #1 loan officer in the company. On here, she sends this. It's got her personal cell phone number. It's got our on-time close guarantee, the locked-in rate guarantee, 24/7 communication, and full transparency. You see my operations manager, that's her cell phone number. You see my operations director, James, he's a beast. That's his cell phone number. And you see my cell phone number on there. I tell my loan officers, when you talk to your customers, send this to them. Tell them, hey, text the owner of the company right now. See how quick he responds. We respond in seconds. We want them to know we care. We want them to know that they're going to get the service they deserve and that we're going to close that loan on time. Lastly, they see our Better Business Bureau rating, our 4,000 plus reviews, 5 stars, and we've done over 40,000 transactions. Second tool here, and you guys will be able to rebrand this. So I'm going to put this on a QR. You can put your logos on it. You can put your name, insert your pictures. Use these tools, please. They really, really have helped my company. This is our pre-approval letter. You look up here, that's my #2 loan officer, Vanessa. They battle it out every week. I love it. But Vanessa's up here. And this is her pre-approval. It's got her cell phone number. It's got all the basic details of the pre-approval. This is how we win the loans that haven't already made it into escrow. This is how we provide the service. We tell the clients, hey, we'll help you close your escrow in 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, whatever it takes to help them win. We've also incorporated basically the same switch form, and we added the sales manager in there for more communication. Now, one thing that was happening to us in the very beginning is we would go to the customer would come to us, we would win their trust, we'd win their business, and they would lock their loan in with us. They would go back to that agent, and that agent would deter them and take them back to their person. So we did what's called the B-Rabbit. Everybody in here has heard of 8 Mile. You guys are all from Michigan, maybe? 8 Mile's a cool movie. There's a scene in there where B-Rabbit comes up, and he is about to battle this other guy in a rap, and he goes out and he spews all the information on him, right? Spews everything out there, vomits on a sweater already. There's some spaghetti or something like that. Anyways, that's kind of our thought process here. Our thought process was, let's arm the customer with everything. Hey, we're going to give you 24/7 transparency, 24/7 communication. We're going to make sure we lock your rate in. We're going to deliver on time. When you go to your agent and you tell your agent, hey, I'm switching this online lender, and they tell you, you're not going to close on time. What are you doing? You're risking this. I want you to know that you have everything to benefit. The agent has nothing for you switching. Everything to benefit goes to you. So lowering that rate 1% from Chase, or I can't name the other horrible retailers out there, but we're beating them by a lot. We're saving the customer 0.5 point, $5,000 in fees by switching, and they don't want you to switch because they have nothing to benefit from it. So we arm that customer with all this information so that they win. So when they go to that agent and they talk about it, the agent just folds because they have nothing to say. That's the B-Rabbit. Volume. Volume is everything, and that is how we win right now. And how do we get the volume? We have to be more efficient. We have to be better at what we're doing. We got to use AI as tools, and we got to go after that market share. It's not us fighting against us. It's us taking everything from retail. We have to lower the comp down. That has been my business model. We lowered our comp. We're more aggressive. We're getting our roll downs quicker. Our refinances come faster from those purchases. We're not getting as many EPOs. So if you're trying to make 300 bips, you're not going to battle retail with that. You're not going to win. That's why they've got 72%. You've got to realize volume is your friend. Bring your comp down and go to battle, because now's the time. Get the comp down, use AI as tools, become more efficient, do more volume, and I promise you, you're going to make more money. That's how we win as a team. All of my tools are right there. Please scan that. You guys can use those tools if you like them. You've got my Instagram up there. You guys can follow me. You can ask me questions. Anything I can help with, I'm here for everybody. I love the broker community as a whole, but you got to put yourself first, guys. Because if you don't take care of yourself first, you can't help anybody else. When I fly at 25,000 feet, if there's a pressurization issue, I put my mask on first before I can help anybody else. UWM Live, thanks for having me.